Let's do that now. Wow, I always forget that. There's the recording. Now it's starting.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah. When it comes to last time, I believe you had a bit of trouble with the denizens of this area, but you're still alive. That's good, right?
Right. Well, let's recap. Eric's gone down twice.
Yeah.
In a single blow, I lost all but 2 of my hit points. I went from 31 to 2 in a single blow. I assume I've got several cracked ribs going on right now. Mm-hmm. Also, there's the whole eye thing.
Right.
Yeah, I heard it doesn't. I heard you don't have a headphone jack anymore.
Eye.
What the hell?
Lost an eye.
I think in terms of actual physically beat up degrees, Tao is winning. I don't know if Tao wants to win at this though. This seems like a terrible contest to win it. All right.
Yeah.
Very, very, very good then. So I would like
one
to
more thing you got to address from last time though.
What was that?
The weapon.
The weapon.
That's right.
Weapons.
I need to address that. That's for sure. If you guys remember the last time that we were on about this, the weapon I had said, because Tao delivered the killing blow, I had said that the weapon was going to be a part of Tao's weapon. However, what I had forgot in my notes was that there's two things. The problem, the spirit would seek out whoever was underneath it, first and foremost, and secondly, it would try to find an object that was not magical, right? So it would go into that object. So those are the two stipulations, of which Tao was neither. Tao was outside its circle of influence, and Tao was also using a magical weapon to kill it. So what that means is that Lasan has the storm within her bow now, which I think that means that everybody now has the ability to use a magical weapon, which is
sort of.
Yeah, to a degree. Excluding Eric's weird things that Eric does. It's sort of attack now with magical weapons, which is really, really good. Now, the bow. I should mention, the interesting things about the bow, just so you know, up front, is that, well, first and foremost, just to make it awesome, it's a +1 bow. Yay. Secondly, it's, I have the notes around here somewhere, but
I do too.
Memory here.
I have them.
Oh, you do? Read them. Go ahead, read
I do. So you sent me, it has +1 to hit and damage, 20 resist energy versus lightning. If it gets charged by lightning, it will do an extra 2d6 damage on its next attack. Mm-hmm. I need a place to plug the sucker in, okay? I'm just saying.
Or somebody to just cast lightning at you all the time.
Yeah.
Against orcs, it's kind of special. If it hits an orc, they have got to succeed a DC 13 con or they're stunned. If they fail by more than 5, they just die automatically. No matter size, hit points, whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Once a day, it has a bonus action where I can become like the wind. Whatever that means for 1d6 rounds. I don't even know what that means, but I can do it.
It has very similar effects to Pass Without Trace, I think, but it's a single target. So it's really good for scouting and for getting away, to be honest.
Okay.
And I don't think it doesn't hinder, to my knowledge, to my remembering, I don't think it hinders your ability to fight either. And it makes you resistant to all non-magical damage. So that's good, right? kind of healthy.
Yeah.
Right, so that's done.
Okay, lowercase Rose suggests the name for the bow is Storm Silence. What is she trying to say?
Storm Silence should be a thing, because, you know, Storm non-accordion would be great.
Yes.
Maybe that's what I should have done.
Accordion
I should have gave you, like, +10 to your sneaks. All right, we just got $5 coming in from Cyclovex. I thought you might need a bit extra to hire a healer after last week, so here.
Yeah,
You guys want a traveling healer? That is indeed something possible. Actually, wait. Don't you need a leadership feat, or is that not even the case anymore? I'm not sure.
No, it's not even really a thing.
That's not really a thing? Okay. Well, very good then.
Storm Accordion.
You
And
guys
we have
can...
a healer.
No, that's true. You do. Like an extra one, though. Somebody who's not so adept at killing, just all they do is heal. That could be a thing. You guys got a half ogre, right? Technically, you have a half ogre. He's probably good at healing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We'll talk to Gira about that.
It's just, you know, he might look at you kind of confused, but he'll try, I'm sure. I think he's very ambitious, that one. So
he's good at massage.
You got, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and put this out here right now. You're pretty certain that there's, especially Storm, will sort of talk to the Sun as well, saying that there's nothing else. If you want to have a conversation with Storm, you can.
I can talk to this thing?
Yeah, to some degree. I mean, it doesn't really
Hello,
talk
little
audibly. It's sort of just in your head type of thing. It's like got a connection with you, which will become stronger after about 24 hours. Now,
it's probably not good.
You can easily...
Yeah, I've had a little experience with magic items that talk to you. I don't recommend it.
Right. Especially ones that try to make you dig out your own eye. Now, you can certainly keep... This is a safe spot. Right, you can do a long rest here if you wish, which might be helpful for some of you.
Yeah, we've got a half ogre guarding the doorway.
Yeah, this is true too.
Yeah,
sort of a
so the shadow hallway did stop being shadowed after we took this, right? Or no? You still have to use the discs to get through.
No, you're gonna have to use the disc to get through. Strangely enough, that mechanism is not connected to Storm. That mechanism was put in place.
It's not that strange, but yeah.
Yeah. No, it's still there.
That means we are probably pretty safe in here.
Yeah, because you guys, according to all what you know, you have the only means to get through there safely. And
yeah,
if you
there's
want
lots
to
of stuff
do
they can pass through there.
check,
Golems, undead, whatever.
Actually, an intelligence check. If you want to do an intelligence check, any one of you, being that you had, I think it was strength damage that happened when you walked inside there. Right.
Smart.
Yeah, that's good enough. That's it's barely good enough, that crit. No. No. You realize that out of all those entities in there, you can see that there's several. In fact, there's so many, it's really hard to tell. But every round, it was going to sort of increase. So the first round, it was going to be like strength damage, 1d4 strength damage, and the second round was going to be 2d4 strength damage. Third round was going to be 3d4. It's like they're just
that's
swarming
insanity.
around. It will murder your face, right? Absolutely kill you. Really, really bad. So anyway, yeah, you're super safe. You guys have the only thing that gets you through there safely. So
yeah, but poor Gira's on the other side.
Undead, so.
Yeah, well, Gira will be fine.
And yeah,
you take care.
Undead. There's lots of things that are immune to like negative energy and energy drain.
That's true. Although you can holler to Gira. I don't think Gira's going to do it anyway. He's not that stupid. But you can tell him not to try to cross the blackness if you want. I highly doubt he will.
Yeah, that's not my point. I just don't want to leave him alone.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's the question: should we bring him through?
Just lost his only friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sad.
It's true. Yeah.
And I keep forgetting him in combat.
We also, well, that's because we were leaving him a little behind. So
that's right too.
Yeah, this has been a weird situation. If we were just fighting a bunch of orcs or something, we'd be like bringing him along. But this was not for the faint of smart.
The faint of smart. It kind of worked out because if he was moving around doing slashing damage to that ooze, that could have been a problem for you guys.
Yeah, probably. So maybe someone should go through and bring him back. Maybe someone should heal me because.
Are we? Is that where we? Oh, is this you with like the little empty bar?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be your tank.
Aww.
Your tank
Wait a
tanked
minute.
really hard.
You're not any better, are you? Okay, well I'm next to Tao, so we'll do that first. You guys are kind
this
of
doesn't seem
out.
like a super happy, comfortable place to have a rest, and we did technically have one probably about an hour ago, a long rest, but I think it is required. We're gonna have to camp here for.
Yeah.
Ooh,
13 for you, and we'll start with this
Roll
anyway.
high. Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Ooh, 13 for you.
Is that two max?
I can.
That's two maxes.
Yeah.
Okay,
In a
what?
row.
We're still in the same day, right?
Yeah.
Does anybody
absolutely.
remember? Did I use healing spells today? Do I have any left?
I'm pretty sure you did in the first battle. Yeah.
I used one, right? Okay, so because you both need more than this, so either wait an hour or I use up the rest of the spells.
While you are doing that, I'm not gonna have us work out,
Kind of a mess.
movement by movement with the with the half ogre. I'm just gonna move the half ogre into the same room with you. Is that what you want? You do want the half ogre in?
Yeah,
somebody goes. If we're gonna rest in here, somebody should go and bring him through.
Yeah,
okay,
I was gonna say while she's healing Eric, I'm gonna do that. I'd already said last time I was grabbing the disc. I didn't even realize the shadows were still up. I just wanted a souvenir.
Yeah, well, we should take a look at the hammerhead again, both the ornamental one because it looks kind of golden, and also the one that was left in there when I pulled out the rod, the released lightning guy. Like it's still made of some unknown material.
Yeah, it's of an alloy that you have no knowledge of, which is interesting because you know a knowledge of a lot of alloys.
Yeah, we can check it out and see it. It's presumably not magical because the magic was like the spirit, and as we know out of character, the spirit just goes into something non-magical. So
right,
but I don't know. The hammerhead's probably still valuable, heavy.
Yeah, you know what? It is quite possibly. You could definitely get it appraised if you take it with you, and there's no reason not to because the one thing that made that hammer special is now part of Lasan's bow. So
yeah,
you're not getting any amount of grief from it. So seems okay.
Yeah. And what about the hammer on the statue? Is that was actually made of gold or what?
Cool.
It is actually made of gold, to be honest. It is super big though, and it would be very heavy. So whoever's carrying this thing, you're gonna have to make strength checks from time to time.
Give it to the ogre.
Gira would be good for carrying a giant solid
Actually,
gold
what is
hammer.
his strength? Is his strength high enough?
It's got to be higher than you would think.
Yeah, no, his strength is actually good enough. However, I will say this: if he is in combat and he does not have, if he carries it in combat, he will definitely have to. He'll have some negatives.
If you go into combat, unless we're literally like running from stuff, like if it's a standing fight, you just drop the thing.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Steal it?
Also, you're gonna have to deface the statue to get it because it is built inside of the
it's attached.
Statue.
Yeah.
Well, how much do you figure this golden hammer weighs?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Right. You guys can. Who is good at appraising? Is like a skill, I guess.
I'm saying you're
really
saying
a
it's
skill.
heavy enough that it's going to be a massive problem to carry around.
Yeah. No, and it will. I mean, if you get this thing back to town, there will definitely be a lump sum of money that could come from it.
Well, I was
It's just going to be an aggravation getting it there.
Melted it down. It's 50 gold per pound.
Sorry.
Could be a thing.
But probably more than that just for things. And yeah, definitely we'll bring it with us. Push comes to shove, we don't have to carry it. We could just build a sort of like a litter or something like that so we can drag it behind us.
A sledge.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, you know what? I just thought of something. Gira could use it as his weapon. Not that gold is a great weapon. It'll just form around the enemy, but soft as it is. But
it's good if any of the enemies get away because we should have like a nice like face mold of them to take to the authorities.
Yeah, gold is valuable enough for that.
Exactly. Is there a balancing for anything that looks like this? Right. That would be actually quite hilarious. So you guys can do a short or long rest right now. I probably would recommend a long rest.
If we're doing a short rest, I'll just heal you with the feet instead of the last two spells. But if we're not, then they're rolled there. The first was for Eric and the second for Tau.
What do we need off of long rest other than Lisan's spells? We mostly, because we can still spend some hit dice. That'll generally get us back our hit points.
Yeah, I don't have any. I don't get any power points anymore.
You don't get any points. Okay, so yeah, we do need a long rest then.
Okay. I just want to point out, Griffin North, thank you very much for that donation. $8. Tal needs to find a cleric that can cast Regenerate. Since that's in the same spell tier as Bringing Back the Dead, Tal needs to find the D&D equivalent of a Great Prophet. Good thing you've got gold. And it maybe even more. Gold is required.
Trade a hammer for an eye?
Yeah, what was the drawback you were getting from missing an eye?
Well, there's no direct combat.
Who else?
Well, until the long rest there, you're going to be, I think, at 3/4 hit points is what I said. Your long rest, everything will go back to normal. I'm not going to make you have any, minuses to anything. Maybe ranged, but you never do ranged anyway. And we'll carry that out if you do a ranged attack. Otherwise, I'm just going to say that everything's as normal. Your depth perception is a little bit off, but you can get used to that. And there is something quite interesting that will happen. I'm just going to put that out there as foreshadowing, or foreboding, if you will. But that's going to be later. Quite possibly much later. I don't know. It depends on what happens, what you guys do. But, yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like we rest up.
All right, we take a long rest. Done.
Going to take a long rest? Okay.
Yeah. What is that going to do for your hit points? So you're going to be doing much better by the next day?
When you long rest, you full heal all of your hit points. If you had been taking short rests and spending hit dice, you get back half of your maximum hit dice. So it's not 100% full everything if you were going all out and doing lots of short rests and healing up. But otherwise, it's pretty much you get everything back.
Okay, very good. So I'll go ahead and I'll let you have that for sure. Go ahead and get your hit points back up to maximum. During the night, because long rest is pretty much going to signify that you guys are going through the evening.
Yep.
During the night, the sun, you're having a bit more, and it's trying to. It doesn't want to wake you, right? It knows mortals. It's been around mortals for a while.
My little bow.
But it will talk to you right before you fall asleep, or in a nice way, or an unwaking way.
It sings to me.
While you, hey, we could play with that.
Little lullabies. This is good.
But it mentions that it can feel the presence of orcs in a certain direction. And it doesn't really tell you a direction because it doesn't operate in that way. It doesn't say, oh, north or whatever. But it can, if you allow it, you can just sort of feel your way along, and you can stumble into some orcs, if you will.
So do I know distance numbers? Get a sense that they're close, far away.
It's not
there's
that
orcs
far away.
all over. Okay.
It would be like within a day away. Yeah. And that's basically how that operates. It'll happen a bit more often, but if there's anything within a day's move, if there's orcs within that, you'll know. You'll just know.
Orkdar. Cool. We got an Orkdar. Woohoo! Oh right. My god, my favorite enemy. This is awesome. Oh my god, this is brilliant.
Also, Tao, while you are sleeping, you have one of the most melodious. The most melodious voice you can think of, like if you can imagine, is in your head.
Will that be yours?
Oh wow, thank you. But it speaks to you, and the thing is, while what it says makes you feel great comfort, really good.
Well, that's good because voices in my sleep really have not been doing that lately.
It makes you feel really good, like it just eases all your worries and such. Interestingly enough, though, when you wake up, you don't remember what was said.
Just this overall sense of contentment.
Yeah, you just feel good. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. As far as Eric, once again, besides the words, make for me the weapon, because it seems pretty adamant about that. Even though it doesn't want you carrying any weapon, maybe except for the one it wants you to make for it. You have another vision, and that it doesn't. It takes you again through this front entrance of this massive stone building, if you will, and it sort of moves through the ground, and you very quickly, much quicker than the last time, you come face to face with what you're pretty sure looks like your missing relative, your brother there, and it is indeed once again cast in stone. Now, this time, you don't freak out. You don't, lose the vision immediately. That was loud. Okay. Hello, and thank you. Carolus Rex. $15. Thank you very much. No message, but...
Carolus Rex.
Carolus Rex. There we go. I said it wrong. I do that. I'm sorry. But right, so instead of waking up immediately, you are sort of moving around. You're getting a better, view, multiple angles of who you discern to be possibly your brother. And as you move around to the back side of it and looking back from the back of it forward, you see a silhouette of a bit of a monster. And can't quite make out what that monster is. It's just, but it seems to writhe in the dark.
Begin with the monster.
Yeah, and
writhe in the dark.
And then you do wake up.
Right.
Okay. There you go. And that's it.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's the bit of.
We had an interesting night.
Yeah, everybody has a little something going on, right? Right. Okay.
Everyone gets a cutscene.
Even Gira gets something. No, he doesn't. Actually, he sleeps really, really hard. As he does.
Lightning strike, not yet.
All right. So now here's the thing. Do you guys want to? Because right now, there's to my knowledge, there was a couple things you guys were doing. You were looking for the missing delegation, right, which was important.
Yep.
You found what you think is the missing delegation, and all of its members, according to what you discerned, and you rolled really well for this.
Yeah.
Are dead.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's also the idea. Tao, you have a quest that takes you to Barge Right In, and
you got a ledger out of the skin flap under the hand of one of those delegation guys.
Oh right, that's true too.
You got a bunch of their records or something that may or may not be the same stuff that you need for the Barge Right In.
Mm-hmm. It might come in handy. You did find that, which information of that sort possibly have a part to play. And Lasan, you are still kind of, when you woke up this morning, you're kind of itching. You're like, oh, you just want to go and kill some orc. You just got, you know for a fact that it's in a certain direction that you can go today. And if you want to consider or converse it with your companions, you'll know that you get this directional sort of thing going on. It is still going in a sort of the same way as the Barge Right In. You will be veering off the road, though. That's what you got going on. So
well,
you know this because
you know the area. Killing some orcs.
So it will take you off route.
Okay, so we have options. We have what are we actually? Are we supposed to be doing anything? We were just heading west in the first place because of orcs, right?
Didn't somebody actually send us to check out the delegation, the constable from Red Larch?
But we found them, the Greys, right?
That is a mission accomplished. When you go back to Red Larch, you can certainly turn that in, so whatever.
In theory, we can just be returning to Red Larch now, which is actually on the route we're doing, because we went up to do the orcs saving, and then came back down to find the delegation.
Yeah.
And now we're heading west through the Barge Right In and into Red Larch. So I mean, we're sort of on our way back home. If we have time, we can stop at the Barge Right In. I've got some favors that I could be doing for some people over there. And past the Barge Right In, there's also this sort of monastery place something where when we got ambushed by some of the cultists or whatever, I used my my psi powers to find out that that's where they're from. So some of these cultist people are set up in some sort of monastery past the Barge Right In.
Yeah, which is separate from the flying barding knights or whatever that are another place nearby, which we apparently don't think is the same temple as the Earth Elemental cultists.
And no, in fact, Gira actually mentions when they were there, they scaled the side of this spire, if you will, to get to that. So it's not a monastery or anything of the sort. It's more of a tower that sort of just juts out of the Desserin Valley there, or the Sighing Valley.
Okay,
that's what the area is called. The Sun can tell you the Sighing Valley. Yeah.
The Sighing Valley. Where is the Sighing Valley?
Very close by, actually. But it's
okay. Where are we on this map?
Just look for a sign.
Currently, you guys are.
We were on the Desserin Road, right?
Right.
We guys started out on the Desserin Road,
heading south from Belliard. The road sort of takes you either to the river, or down further south to Summit Hall. But you're just off road there. Halfway between Belliard and the river, if you will.
Okay, so we took the little side path. We didn't go down the Desserin Road.
Right.
There's a little.
You guys are closer.
Okay, where the ambush went. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are closer to the river right now.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
River Guard Keep is just south of us.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
It's another one of those things. I need to get you the proper map.
Yeah. You need to use the map that I just linked in chat that is not full of spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a thing for that.
You keep referencing things we're not supposed to know about.
Yep.
But I grew up in this area. I figured I knew about this stuff anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know about
in this
this
area.
area.
I knew about like the necromancer's old strongholds that's guarded by whatever's and like.
Find it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean the names of towns and things. Okay.
Can you ping the map? I cannot ping the map
Ping,
right now.
ping, ping. Oh, here's a map.
Yeah.
I wish I could. The map that I'm showing you right now. I will say that I can move it around though. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Let's not do that. Can we not move that? Thank you. I want to move the Western Valley. I want to move this thing. All right. So for anybody who's looking at this right now, in fact, I could probably blow it up. Why don't I just blow it up for you? It's going to be kind of weird, but I'm going to blow it up. 1 second.
Ooh, look at
Let's
this
just
one.
drop this down. And like
Well, this is nice.
There's Red Larch.
Where are we?
Put that there. Let's give it some size. Okay. If this helps at all, hopefully this does.
Tar, Belliard.
Anybody
is
watching?
there. Oh, there's Red Larch. Okay.
The viewers and everything. So you got, yes, Belliard is here. Just past the stone bridge. And these guys have, they're halfway in between and closer to the river. In between Belliard and the Summit Hall. So if that makes sense. Okay, so where do you guys want to go? I mean, obviously one of the main decisions is to go back out to the road. But from there, do you continue following the road or do you go off-road? Heading towards where, you know, there might be an orc.
There are orcs nearby, guys. Do we want to go to the barge right in or kill some orcs on the way?
Do we want orc?
Do we not want orcs? What's the question here?
It's part of our duty to kill the orcs on the way. Anything we can, we can encounter orc-wise that doesn't take us too far off course is seems like a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go for orcs.
Okay. Well, if you can convince
Eric,
and if that's the case,
orcs are bad.
Yeah,
Orcs are bad.
I'm mostly going along with you guys at this point.
Orcs bad.
We should probably take the giant golden hammer that's made of gold, though.
Yes.
Yes.
So now that we've rested, just in case something was going to happen when we face the statue.
It's true.
Like after resting,
Coralon's wrath.
I'm gonna stick that hammerhead of unknown metal in my backpack to go along with the rod, the shaft.
Okay, very good. And you guys gonna have Gira sort of like cart the metal?
Yeah, try and remove the hammer.
Okay. Okay.
The incredibly valuable part.
Yes, it is made of gold, and you don't get any amount of problem from the spirit. In fact, the spirit doesn't care at all about this whole thing. It was interred here, but whatever. That was the people who built it up around it. It didn't ask the people to build anything.
So this is an actual solid gold hammer. Like it's actually solid on the inside.
That's a good question. I suppose you're gonna have to melt it down to find out.
Well,
he's a blacksmith. He's going to have some idea of
well,
what...
it's heavy.
Theoretically, without going into it, I mean, it could be full of lead or something, but it's pretty...
It's not gold plating over wood, though. We can tell that.
Yeah, no, it's heavier than wood. So it's... Whatever it is, it's going to be valuable to some degree. It's enough, even if
seems
you
like a really important place, though. They wouldn't half-ass this hammer.
Where we removed it, we can tell there, like, if it, like... how far in it goes, right? Because if it was sitting on a shaft of something, like stone or whatever, we should be able to tell there if it's like thick gold, or at least. You know what I mean? Like the place where we removed it from the statue, there's got to be like the place where it connected there, so we should be able to see if the gold keeps going like in.
Oh, if the gold goes into the statue, yeah, no, and it doesn't.
No, but but from there we should have like there's a hole in the hammer, right, where it was sitting on the shaft. So we should be able to see if from that hole if it goes in and there's like an inch of gold, or if it's like solid gold going in for several inches or whatever.
Yeah, no, and there's not. It's not. It's whatever you see in the gold is just in the outside so far that you can tell with the.
Right, but he's saying the hammer head attaches onto a stick.
Yeah.
Yes.
The stick goes into some sort of hole. If we turn the hammer head over and look in the hole,
No.
do we see gold?
Yeah, we have removed the stick. Maybe remove the hammer from the stick to get there.
Oh, I see.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Right. So, yes, it is. It is still gold.
Okay, then it's worth
So
carrying.
Yes.
it is tremendously
Worth
worth
carrying.
carrying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
Coolness.
Very smart. We have a couple of extra donations. One just like blew my eardrums. That's good. Griffin North come back again and says Lasan should make sure that when she shoots an orc with a new bow, to shoot them in the face and then ask them how they like it. Hashtag Rexar. And then $60, massive donation coming in from Chemical Crash. Sorry I missed the last couple of sessions. Hope this makes up for my absence. Here's to you achieving Sundays as a day off. Thank you very much, Chemical Crash. It is still in the works.
Thank you
Very much appreciated. Thank you very much. All right. So, so you guys can move out. And from here, I suppose I just got the map up. That's good. You guys are doing, if I understood correctly, you're doing the off-road idea, right? You're going to try to find the orcs.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're going after orc.
Okay.
I don't know.
So interestingly enough, as you go off-road and you're heading sort of south-ish, south-west, I should say. Getting closer and closer to the river. The river, you start hearing the water in the distance, and it starts to get a bit louder and a bit louder and a bit louder.
What's this river called?
Sorry?
What's this river called?
The Desserin River.
I know this one.
Right. So yeah, Desserin River.
Yeah, this isn't a secret river.
This is not a secret river.
Come on. I want this to happen. It could be awesome. It didn't happen. Okay. Anyway. All right. So you keep going, and you make it to the river, straight on to the river, and you're starting to get this feeling, Lasan, like the spirit is urging you to get into the river.
What?
Yeah.
Into the river. Okay, can I see any sign along the way of orc?
That would be a no.
No.
No sign of orc. And you
You're
get this
hauling a
feeling that
very
you just-
heavy
We have
amber.
to
We don't want to be
cross
like
the river.
swimming.
Yeah, it's a bit
How
of a problem.
and how deep? What kind of river do we have? What kind of river are we looking at here?
Is
Is there a ford nearby? Can we
is-
walk it? Is it deep? Are we walking? What do we
this
have?
particular point, it is a bit deeper. Of course, in your knowledge of the area and rivers in general, there's usually shallow areas too, and there could be stones across the way, further downriver.
Ford somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or upriver, whichever you decide. But the spirit seems to be quite adamant it says get in the river. But again, that's the spirit doesn't have to breathe, so whatever. It's fine.
Okay. Well, Tao, Eric. I mean, it feels like we're going to have to cross the river. I'm going to make the assumption there's a ford farther south. Okay, do I have any sense? Are we going directly west from here across the river, or would it be south?
If you cross the river here, then yeah, you're sort of trying to go west across the river.
Straight west, okay.
But your directional sense is telling you further south, and to the west, but further south.
And
so
right
we can...
here, how wide and deep and fast is the river?
The river is quite fast here and quite deep.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
So we can continue south and look for a wider, shallower spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or at least it's in the right direction.
Yeah.
If we change our mind about the orcs, we're going in the right direction.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the quest for the orcs continues.
Yeah. Quest for the orcs. I like it.
Very quickly, as you guys are going further and further south down alongside the river, Eric, you start to get sort of a feeling as well. Like this sort of feels like the same direction that your dream sort of takes you. Like it feels like it's pulling you as well in the same direction. So you all of a sudden you were just going along with, and now you're starting to feel more like, yeah, this is right. This is a good idea.
His dream to like make a weapon.
I know what you're talking about.
His brother. Of course, yeah, you wouldn't know about
the brother.
I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, specifically his brother.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
All right. Well, I'll complain less then.
Excellent.
He's been walking around grumbling away here.
Wuthan. No idea what's going on, but I felt quite entertained. Excellent.
Thank you.
$6.66. Very much appreciated. Glad you're entertained. Good. So, about a couple hours later, you start to find a specific spot, and this is getting into
so we're a few miles up the road.
Yeah, we are. You guys are, I should say. You find what seems to be a narrows, and it's a bit shallower here. The river is still quite fast, to be honest, but it's shallower, and because of that, there happens to be some exposed stones. Now, these stones are obviously big enough to step across. However, you will have to, also make some acrobatics checks.
I know a stealth. Oh, good. At least it's
acrobatics check. Yeah. To get across.
So we're gonna have to getting this hammer across though is gonna be tricky. Like
getting the half ogre across is gonna be tricky.
Yeah. How deep is it? Do you think?
Well, if there's stones showing, how deep can it be?
Plummet?
Actually, let's do this because a half ogre is half ogre.
Is he big enough to just like walk through pretty much?
Okay, the half ogre does succeed on his his strength check, right? So the half ogre, he steps down into. You can make a strength check too if you want to. He steps down into the fast-moving water, and he sort of braces his body against it, and he's just standing there waiting on you guys. Actually, he's just drinking some water. He's drinking.
Well, he's mostly been the one carrying the hammer too. We're gonna have to pay him at some point or something, but
he kind of looks at you guys fondly though, because you're kind of there when he needed a friend.
Yeah.
He's all alone.
And also, he probably expects some kind of payout because he's carrying a giant golden hammer. But
you don't get that from him though. He doesn't seem. He just seems like he's just around.
Okay.
Well,
he has family.
Yeah, that's good
You can give him a little something too, because his latest business endeavor didn't really work out, although it was criminal. So we could also just turn him into the authorities, but I don't think so.
And I don't see any.
Turn him back into the.
Seems okay.
To the.
Well, you know what? It's probably easier for him to brace himself against the river if he does have this huge golden hammer.
It's a big anchor.
He set down there.
Yeah, he could just drop the anchor. Yeah.
I mean, how dangerous does this look? Should we be tying ourselves together with him to help get across, or just going for it?
Well, I mean, to get some amount of idea. Actually, you know what? This is where this is a good place for it to happen. Tal. Make a
depth perception check.
You're
like,
how deep is the water?
I just jump across.
All right. Can you fathom what's about to happen? Actually, you know what? You don't have to make a roll for this one. I'm going to say that you get the idea that the biggest danger is going to be towards both yourself and to Lasan, but it should be fine. You still feel
You're talking about the two people across the rocks on the top?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, I can probably get across just fine. I can bring a rope over and tie it on to the other side. There's probably trees and things like that. It's still relatively foresty or woody area, or another big rock. So I'm just going to skip across the rocks here. Although, the elf is probably even better at doing that. Assuming she doesn't trip on an accordion.
Yeah.
Right. Don't drop that accordion and don't trip on it. Yep. So,
and then for no reason whatsoever, on the last one, I vault up into a somersault and then land on the other thing.
Just because it feels good, man.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Yeah.
And you are
down by armor a little bit. I'm way down by my crappy acid-eaten armor a bit, and I've got the hammerhead in the backpack and stuff like that. So I'll probably just try and wade through like Gira. Just use my strength.
So
I'll have brought a rope over and left one end over there on your side, and then I'll tie it up on the other side, and then
they don't think I can make it.
Is it just strength, or can I use my athletics skill? Which
is strength. Well, actually, no. It'd be your athletics skill. But you can. What's your? Well, never mind. Forget it. Yeah. So you easily just start moving through the waters. Sort of.
I am wasting all the 20s. 20 in check, 20 athletics. We're gonna get in a fight. I'm gonna be rolling like 6 for every attack.
Very good. You're picking out the best places to put your feet as well. You find that. Just behind these larger stones, the water happens to be more at a standstill as opposed to each side. So you're kind of planting your feet and making sure they're stuck down into the slower moving water bits. And so you're easily made it across. And now,
oh no,
I like it how they have all this faith. They've gone across. We have ropes. I'm tied up around my waist. We have an ogre and a great big guy and a rogue all holding on to the other end. And the chat is getting ready to catch me. Look at this. Does Lasanne's accordion float? So is this a dex or athletics?
For you,
because we know how well dex goes.
Acrobatics for you.
Acrobatics. Mm-hmm. Okay, here it comes, guys. Mm.
I'm seeing single digit.
Oh no. Right.
Yeah, I think the problem is you need more self-confidence, and we're not helping.
Right. Okay, so...
Hey, I have a rope around my waist. I just got wet. I'm fine.
Oh, you do have a rope around your waist?
I have a rope. That's what I said. Yeah.
Okay, no, she was talking about the rope.
Oh,
okay,
no,
we
did
so
all
that limits that then. So unfortunately, as the rope, you see, you lose your footing and you slip off into the water just for a quick second. You sploosh, and because it's also shallow right here and the water's just shoving you across the ground, you're gonna take.
You're gonna roll your ankle. Is what happens.
You're gonna take 7 total bludgeoning damage.
7.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, your butt's a little bit raw. You're gonna have to pat that with some. You're gonna have to pat it up, and you're swinging around because the way the current is moving and the rope is like just like swinging you around to the shore, so you don't even have to swim to get there. You're just sort of slingshotted right to the shore.
Okay, well we'll pull her up.
Right, pull her out. Pull her out quickly.
Yeah.
She's a little bit wet now.
Yeah.
You get the feeling that the spirit thinks this is funny.
Okay, King Guido here says suddenly Lasanne sinks into quicksand and the rope snaps.
That would be if I rolled a 1, which I did not.
Oh,
no, that wouldn't be when I rolled a 1 either. I'm
okay,
not gonna instantly kill somebody for crossing a river. Although it should be.
I get up, embarrassed, humiliated again, and start bandaging myself up. Like, good God.
Putting an ice pack. Can you make ice? Who can make ice? Anybody?
I'm done. I'm all healed.
No.
Okay, no problem.
No.
So besides some wounded pride, you're doing much better now. And you're a little bit wet as well. Yeah. A little bit soggy there. So you're making these little weird squishy sounds as you're walking. But other than that, you guys are fine. You're on the other side of the river, and you can carry on in the same direction that feels good for both of you guys.
This is the first boss of today. The river.
The river boss.
Yeah.
Oh, it would have been so much better if I'd have rolled better earlier, but nope. Not happening. I didn't roll good enough.
Oh,
anyway,
God.
Right, so you guys are heading on.
How's the weather? Like, it's, if I recall correctly, we're still, like late summer or something like that, weren't we?
Yes, and the weather right now is quite pleasant, in fact.
We're not seeing a lot of those bizarre elemental effects at the moment.
No, actually, that's very good.
Any of those in a while.
For a half hour or so like Lasanne can like spread out her cloak and things like that to dry in the wind and the sun. It's a good spot to stop for lunch, right near this.
There we go.
Babbling brook.
We'll picnic next to this babbling brook.
Yeah.
It only costs 7 points of damage. It's okay.
Goblin Gravy just gave us a donation, $6.02. I was worried that Lasanne's bow, one with the wind, would kill the accordion, but it looks like we're safe. That's awesome. Anyway, thank you very much for your generosity. So you guys are taking a short rest. Is that what I'm understanding?
Apparently, yes.
Okay. Yeah, yes.
Because you're in the wild.
Because you're in the wild.
Nope. Okay. Nothing happens. Okay. So nothing happens. You are able to get yourselves back together and carry on whenever you're ready.
All right. Okay. Still no signs of orc that like tracks, sensing all the things, whatever. Nothing.
Look around for a good
following
thick
the
walking
bow?
stick.
You feel like
for walking.
you're starting to feel it gets stronger really as you get closer and closer. Like the feel, like the thirst, the lust for battle against orcs starts to get stronger and stronger in you as you're getting closer and closer. So you start picking up the pace, even though that you're not really thinking about this, but you're moving a little bit faster than you were before, and it's very
so I can be even
noticeable
more
to the other two.
stealthy. I can be even more stealthy now.
Yeah.
It'd be great. I'll just go rushing in and be very quietly and all the things.
You'll have two
Basically,
accordions.
the bow's giving her a multi-class rank in barbarian.
Oh God.
Very good.
Okay.
So
Will Reeton rolls.
not long after that, how far is that? That is make sure I get this right.
Just in case we were gonna ever become good at just like following a straightforward quest, we now have like this extra like radar for detecting side quests, so that's always good.
Yes, it's good.
It's gonna seem more like my campaign, where it's just like everything is a side quest.
We gotta get a follower. We gotta get a follower that can cast lightning spells, so I can charge the sucker.
Well, you can try and train Gira.
It sounds like you need I don't know, who do you hire for that? That would be somebody good at torture, right?
An electrician.
Say, yeah.
I need
Somebody
an
who keeps
electrician.
zapping you. It's like, this is my favorite thing in the world. Could be a thing. But and you would negate all
All we
of it,
need
so
is
maybe he wouldn't get any appreciation.
a spool of copper wire
Mhm.
and some lodestone, and we can make a little dynamo.
Oh, there we go.
There you
Or balloon. Rub balloon on sweater.
That would work too.
Last one, rabbit fur.
Vanaliter, thank you for $17, but they will have to cross the river again,
Thank you.
and then it will have its revenge.
The Rivering Part 2.
Yes.
The Rivering Part 2. Oh God.
Okay.
Very excellent. Thank you for your generosity.
Revenge.
Sadist Briarstone, yes. Big Z. Z. Double Z. 40. I got a mixture of American there. Anyway. So, make a spot check, everybody. Everybody makes a spot check.
Perception? Okay.
Perception?
Yeah, that's what I meant, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so 3.5. I just...
Yeah, I know.
It's alright.
Ooh.
Wow. Somebody's got mud in their shoes.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
my one eye is, I'm still not used to, like, the half perception here.
Mhm.
I gotta let my
Yeah.
other senses and just my skin change a little bit.
Yeah, it's gonna take more than a day for your other senses to become superhuman when you're missing like one eye.
Very good. I will say that Lisan, you happen to see a building, sort of off the river just a bit. It's a very derelict looking. Looks like an old guard keep, like a fort almost. Looks like it maybe
Okay.
had business in the past.
I know
Perhaps
where
as
we
a
are.
stop along for trade along the river, but there's not much going on there. You don't spot any action. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. Just looks long and lost and forgotten, sort of derelict, if you will.
Okay.
But yeah, that's that. Now you guys could go and check it out. However, I will point out that that is not the direction of the orc. So you're gonna have
Oh.
a really interesting time in your brain right now.
Weird.
Well, I mean, I'm inclined to follow the orcs. You guys speak up if you want to go check out this deserted keep.
I don't see any particularly compelling reason for us to explore the keep. We have a big golden hammer already. We're just looking for an orc right now. If he's not in there, then
But it's neat. How long's this thing been around?
But it's neat. I know,
I
right?
don't know. I don't think Tao is that much of like a historian buff or anything like that. So.
Oh,
But I mean,
somebody
in
has
real
released
life,
the puns.
in real life, if we were walking,
If we were
Yeah.
walking, I
We'd
would
be
go
like-
see.
hey, the heck, let's go take a peek.
yeah,
But
in real
mean,
life there are fewer trolls. I'm
that's
just saying.
true. Well, have you been?
This is, is this
Yeah,
a necessary
you know all those
danger?
trolls on the internet? None of them are in the woods.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah. So
Outdoors
is
is the
this a
safest place.
necessary risk? Is the thing right now? Nothing's really telling you to go in this direction.
We see these smashed old buildings all the time. They're remnants from like earlier wars and things like that.
No. And quite
Thanks for being
specifically,
here,
this one
Haku.
is a keep next to a river. So I mean, your first thought, everybody's first thought, you don't even have to roll for it, is that it was like a mid-river trading post maybe, or something like that. But it doesn't look like it's been kept in very good shape. The walls that surround it seem to be, well, protective walls just to keep maybe bandits or whatever out. But other than that,
See, I'm figuring. I'm just looking at my map where home farm is. Like I'll have to modify your map to show the Greenwood and where the farm is. But between there and High Forest,
mm-hmm.
the northern part of High Forest, actually,
Mm-hmm.
like I would have been by here at some point. Early history I've talked to you about with Dad.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't know any reason why we would have been in here. I don't know. It's cool. I mean, I'm interested in things.
Yeah.
We can certainly look.
Mm-hmm.
I could go either way. I mean, the orcs are south. Eric is probably inclined to be heading south.
We should ask
But
the
it's
chat.
interesting, Yeah, chat. What do you guys
chat,
want?
what do
we do?
Do you want to check out the keep, or do you want to go and
Orcs.
kill some more?
We're really never going to get anywhere if we're asking the chat.
That's true too. I mean, this is not really a democracy though. It's feigning democracy. We're going to be a dictatorship. We can always say, "Hey, what do you want to do?" and then do the opposite.
You know, the interesting part when you
I still
flip a
like
coin-
asking.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's why I like asking the chat for any of the coin flipping type stuff where we
Yeah.
really don't know anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because have you ever noticed sometime when you flip a coin, immediately if you get heads, you go, crap, now I realized I wanted tails.
Yeah.
So that's okay too.
Yeah.
There is a truism in like RPGs and things like that like any chest you don't open contains an epic item.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we don't go to this keep, it's full of magic awesomeness, and if we
It's
do,
true.
then it's
Well, that's
We
a good
get
point
no-
My rats.
too. Has been mentioned there that the keep will stay where it is. The orcs won't.
Yeah.
Maybe, unless they're camped somewhere in here. Are they in the keep?
No.
No
they're
sense
not-
that
they're
there's
not-
any keep.
No, they're
Okay,
not.
do
They're
I
not.
see any sign? We see the keep. Do I see any sign of any kind of tracks? Are we smelling
Yeah.
smoke? Are we seeing
No.
campfire?
There's
like
nothing-
smoke?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Let's just move on to the orcs.
Of that,
Okay.
that nature there. It just
Yeah.
honestly, it looks very quiet and normal, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably
Alright.
been looted before.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Just so you know. All right, so
right.
right, so you guys continue on your way, and you're getting closer and closer and
Orcs.
closer, and yeah, and you're starting to really get that kip in your step there. You're just like, kind of feel it going on. But as you
I'll trip in the accordion any second now, guys. It's gonna be great.
as you move around some objects in the way, just normal nature stuff, like whether a big tree or rocks or whatever. As you're rounding the bend, and you see in the distance, and it really strikes really hard, just like really almost like punches
Wackadoo.
Eric in the brain. It is this same building that you saw in your dream.
Oh.
Wait, this tower, this keep that we're skipping?
No.
We're skip?
No.
Oh, another one.
This is further on down the road, or not even a road, but further into the wilderness.
This is a much more impressive building.
Yeah.
I guess that one we're not skipping.
Interestingly
Yeah.
enough,
Is that where the
there.
orcs are?
What's that? Sorry.
Is that where the orcs are?
Yeah. Are we?
Lasan starts to feel it. Yeah, it seems like that is the direction.
And again, tracks,
Orcs and
sign,
Medusa?
tracks, signs of any kind.
No,
Can
actually,
I
in terms of tracks
smell
for
'em?
orcs, nothing. You don't see any tracks for
Nothing.
orcs. You just get
But-
the feeling that there's some there. And outside, there doesn't seem to be a lot of tracks for anything.
Okay,
There's no
describe the building.
road that goes here. Like, there's
Okay,
nothing.
describe the building.
Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Investigating. That's the one. Here it is there. Features.
Downloading
Yeah,
flavor text.
flavor text.
Yeah, I'm just looking. Yeah, downloading right now. It's about 15 megabytes there. So give me a couple seconds.
Is that like a real progress bar, or is it one of those progress bars that just keeps looping around?
Yeah, well, no, it's
Like,
a Windows
it
progress
actually
bar.
means nothing.
It's a Windows progress bar.
Damn it.
Okay. Right. You would think that they would have something for that. I should have had this set up in my mind earlier. Okay, so I'm gonna make it up. Here we go. Right. So in the distance, you guys see a very wide, broad, not too high, building. It seems like something that, you know, if you wanted to, you could scale to the top of it there without much of an issue. But it is very, very wide, broad, and very just plain. Like, there's no carvings that you can see. There's no extra artistry. There happens to be little windows, like little square-shaped windows, with no, obviously, nothing in the front of it. It's just little holes. They just kind of go across the front of this building. And this building is facing towards you at this moment. But in the middle of this, you can call it the front, I guess, or the back. You don't really have any idea. But in the middle, there is a rather wide, it's about, say, 20 feet wide staircase going up to a set of double doors. These double doors, I'm going to say that Lasan can see it quite well with your elvish eyes, they look heavy. But again, they're completely plain in the front. There's no extra anything. It's just...
Is this stone, wood?
It is stone.
Flat roof?
At least
Do we
it
have
looks
a
like
roof?
stone from here.
Flat top?
Any statues outside?
Yeah, and the top is very flat, that you can tell. Sorry, what?
So we had a big
statues
block.
outside?
Any statues outside? There, from this angle, would you see that? 1 second. I am going to...
Double door.
Right, okay, no, from this angle, you wouldn't see anything.
Okay.
We'll assume we'll probably circle around the building to try to get a full glance at it before moving in.
Mm-hmm.
And looking for sign all the way around of anything.
I'm going to move you guys
Tracks.
in there right now, though.
There's something
Okay.
about this place. I think there's some kind of monster inside, not just orc.
So we're looking at basically a big, low, one-story
Yeah, it
box
looks like
with little squares.
almost
Yeah, the
like
warehouse.
a place of solitude, really, like monk, like it's almost like a, what would you call it? Like a temple, but very, very plain.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move you in here too.
It's a solitarium.
Yeah, exactly. It's a solitarium.
It's not a word as far as I know, but it sure sounds like
It is
I like
now.
it.
It
It
should
sounds
be.
amazing.
Totally should be.
I'm gonna move you guys over there now. Hopefully everything is proper. Should I have? What time of day is it? You know, it's still daytime, right? So we're going to have, at least at this particular moment, we're gonna have a global lighting set up. There it is, and we're gonna drop you guys over right now.
Lighting setup. What time is it?
It's, you know, getting on into late afternoon.
Okay. I definitely would like to circle around this building.
Let's go ahead and drop that so these guys can see. All right, so
What are we going to see?
and the viewers get to see some stuff happening, and I'm just gonna make sure I see what you see. Very good. So this is what you see right now.
See.
Right in front of you, you have the stairs,
Okay.
right? And just beyond the stairs, actually where all the blackness is, indeed, that is the wall. So you're not seeing past that right now.
Yeah, there we go.
Right. Okay. So, circling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can take control of your characters and you can move it around. Do you want to take the half ogre with you as well?
I think we want to bring him along.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think we want to just leave him outside.
There's
It's not
no-
the same.
there's no
the
reason.
tomb was a different sort of situation.
Is there
There's
no
also
grid
like
here?
access controlled.
What's that? Sorry.
There's no grid here.
Let's stop for a second.
There's a-
It does that thing where, God, why doesn't this just have like fog of war reveal? Because as soon as we're like off to the side, then the front becomes invisible, like blacked out.
Yeah.
I don't like this lighting thing.
Well, it needs to be there right now, otherwise you'll see the rest of the map.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
Yeah,
wish,
no,
like,
that's
I
not
wish it
what he
was like
means.
a fog war system where once we've seen it, it stays revealed.
It's open. Yeah.
exactly.
I will point out that yeah, that would be nice, dynamic lighting and all that jazz. But I will point out that as you guys rounded the first bend, you did see a statue.
Okay, where?
Okay.
So back
Do a
back
pingy.
over here, ish, right there.
Where the ogre? Okay.
Yeah,
over
right where the
here.
Okay.
ogre
This
is still.
statue.
In fact,
okay.
the ogre's looking at it, just like, what is that?
Okay. Well, we would have
Can
too.
you,
Yeah.
I'm assuming
can you
we would've-
describe statue?
Yeah. So the statue
Yes.
looks like a statue. There's nothing
Of
really.
a pony, a puppy, a person.
No, it looks like a stone just a stone shaped.
It's a statue of a stone.
Like a
made of
gargoyle,
stone.
basically.
Oh.
Like a ward or something like that. It's a gargoyle.
Okay, so it's like a gargoyle type thing. It's about like human sized or large size or small size.
It is. That's a good question. I think it's large size. I will check.
I mean, it's a humanoid?
I will check the monster manual. I mean, the description.
It's humanoid?
No, it's gargoyle-ish.
Yeah, like it looks like a ward, like an evil spirit type of ward type of thing.
It has wings or.
Yeah, no, it does have wings.
Yeah, gargoyle.
Just looking for you there. 140. Should have that written down in my notes, but I do not, because I'm a loser. It is. No, it's medium.
Okay.
It's a medium size.
Okay.
Okay, and that's it. You can poke, prod, you can do whatever you want to it. If you're worried or whatever.
It's just a statue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I did have that vision of that Medusa in the orb that time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little terrifying.
Yeah, we're worried about Medusas, but that doesn't actually mean we should smash all the statues.
So what else are we?
Right, so you're
what else are we
seeing
seeing
another
in this
statue
building?
now. I'll
And the
describe
side of the
that in a
building.
second. I'll get to it. You guys are moving fast.
No.
So what's that? You also see another statue right here, right next to you.
So you can just like describe as you wish rather than make us move.
There is that too.
I don't even know where you guys are. I can't even see you. Okay.
So as Tao, you round the bend. In fact, Eric, you do as well. You see ahead of you. Actually, can I get back to this? You see ahead of you a statue facing north, and then there's a secondary statue facing towards the west, right over here.
Yeah, these are showing.
Yeah.
So you can see those.
Right.
And what I'm doing is I'm unveiling them as you guys go by. So the one that you saw down below at the south is also now unveiled.
Okay.
So that's good. And right, also right ahead of you, right here, you see a small set of stairs, and there is a door.
Right.
And what does the building look like? Are there windows? Is this just solid stone brick wall? Like what are we looking at?
There's small little square holes or windows, if you will, that go into the side of the buildings, and they're spread out
all the way around.
There's one
so
here,
far,
and there's also one here.
Okay.
In fact, there's another one here.
You want to take a look at one of those? I give you a boost, or?
Well, he said it was very low. He figured we could just like jump up on the building or something.
You could.
That it was just one story.
Well, yeah, it's just one story, but that still like takes effort.
Yeah.
So we're gonna look in one of these windows. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you can if you like.
Are they dark? Are they open? Is it got a shutter?
It's
just a
hole. It's just a hole.
There's no light coming from inside. Not a flicker of candlelight.
At this particular point,
black.
There would be light going in.
Yeah.
Not light coming out. Light going in.
Tao, were you gonna take a peek in the windows, or are you against that?
No, peeking in the windows is good.
Okay.
Which window? We're looking at you because you're the light agile.
No, the
one
or
assassin.
Or like climbing things.
Okay.
Person who's used
like
to
aren't they? They're still like higher up the wall, right? They're not like just at eye level.
Yeah, no, you will have to extend some effort to get up there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said I give you boost. You know.
Give me a boost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
that sounds like a good idea. I wish I thought of it.
Yeah.
So these are not like windows at the side of a house that you can look in. These are just small holes along the top of the wall above our heads.
Yeah,
presumably to let in light, but we're gonna just prop I'll prop Tao up a little bit, and she can take a peek in there and hopefully not get shot in the eye.
Just the
one eye. She doesn't have a spare anymore.
The eye level, because there's only one.
Yeah.
All right, so prop me up.
Ooh, Launchpad.
Yep.
Hello, Launchpad.
Yep.
Great eye level. Eye level. Launchpad says eye level.
Yeah. So we've said this.
Apparently.
So we need to describe what happens after I prop Tao up, because that's where we are.
Right. Okay. So which window are you looking into, though?
We're over by one over here. You said there was a window here, right?
You said there was one.
You're gonna like this
here?
This one maybe, or no? There's one here. and there's also one
down here. Okay.
Like right there.
Okay. We came to this one first. I think we should probably have just checked this one.
Just
Take a look inside there. Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
So I will describe the room inside. Inside,
I love Tao.
there are 3 water basins that you can see quite well because the sun is still high enough in the sky with the light sort of like moves around, reflects off the smooth stone walls inside.
I don't know where we're talking about.
Huh? Over here.
I don't know where we're talking about.
Right in here, like inside.
Okay, because there's no shared vision, right? So when Eric moves out of the tiny microscopic area that I can see, I have no idea where he goes.
Yeah, we can't even
This
see
is why I
each
keep
other.
complaining about this vision system. It's apocalyptically bad.
Yeah. Well, at this particular point, what I should have done, maybe, instead of just plopping you guys down here, is just waited until you were inside.
No, you should just use the fog of war system instead of the dynamic vision.
Does it have a fog of war system?
Yeah. So then what would happen is Barstone would uncover areas that
as we get to them, and then they stay open.
Okay. Maybe if I try.
Because right now,
so
you guys
disorienting.
You guys moved up the thing. I didn't even know where you were. Like you just move out of sight, and I can't.
We just disappear. It's not shared. It doesn't persist.
I'm gonna enable the fog of war. The thing is, I haven't messed with the fog of war. I'm just guessing that I am able to just select and get rid of it.
Yeah. Make sure like the fog of war fills the map, and then you just basically delete the fog of war in areas. So you could delete the fog of war from everywhere outside, and then as we enter into rooms, you just delete the fog of war from that room.
Okay. So right now, once I do this, you guys are probably gonna be in complete darkness.
Okay, that's fine.
Or should I actually get rid of the global illumination first? No, that seems...
Do the fog of war first so that we don't see anything.
Yeah, okay. Let me know immediately if you see anything. So if we do this, you see anything, or does everything go black?
It's unchanged.
Nothing changed
we
for
see the
me
same
at all.
that we
You
saw
probably
before.
have to fill the map with fog of war to start off with, or something, or at least the house part.
Okay, so if I do fog of war enabled, I'm gonna go like this. Fog of war is
Okay, everything's black.
Okay, now everything's
I
black.
just see my one token. Nothing around it.
That's it. Okay,
Yeah,
so
me
everything
too.
is now black. Okay, that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will now go back over here, and I will, because I definitely don't want you guys seeing stuff. If I do this, everything fine?
I still don't see anything.
Okay, good. Now I have to figure out how the hell to unveil the fog of war. That is going to hide areas, reveal areas. That's probably it, right?
Probably.
Right. So if I was to do it like this, I'm hoping that this works.
Yeah, I see a square there around Tau.
Okay.
Yay! Or no, not around Lisan, sorry. Now around Tau and myself.
Right. So that's okay. Okay. So right now, what you see inside this window is up to there, I guess. So this is what you see.
Ooh,
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah. This is working now.
Good.
That's
I
better.
like it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm also going to give you about some opening here so that you can look around.
Yeah, and where we started, the front of the map. Oh, it's so much better. It just everything else felt claustrophobic.
Yeah, and that's I kind of got that too when I was looking around. I'm like, well, but this, how else do I do it? And I didn't think about doing the fog of war.
You didn't know. They're like
Yeah,
different
and
modes.
what's nice with this, you don't have to set up like all the vision blockers ahead of time. Right?
Right.
If you're like drawing like the vision blockers at walls and things like that, you don't have to do anything like that here with Fog of War.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So you guys have done. Okay, you're up to basically here right now. There happens to be that wall, that window. Also, I have to be careful so I don't unveil anything extra either. So this is what you've seen so far.
All right, great.
Okay, so we see the room with the 3 basins of water. There's a door. There's not really much else in there. I guess it's just wall.
So
Dark
this
part.
room is empty of people. The windows are too small to crawl through, right?
They sounded pretty small.
They sound. He's going like this, so I figure like head size.
Yeah. Well, if you were a small creature, you could probably fit through.
Okay. The basins, are they like stone basins, wooden basins? Are they buckets?
Yeah, they're like
What's
little half casks or something like that, if you will.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So this doesn't sound like a puzzle component. It sounds like storage. Sure enough.
Yeah. And that's what you see inside of that window. Yes.
Okay. So let's go check the next one then.
Yeah, let's peek through all the windows.
Okay.
Yeah, going clockwise like this.
Right.
I like
So as you peek in through this next window here, actually I gotta make sure that nothing happens right now.
Oh, it's funny. I still can't drag myself through the wall. Haha, neat.
That's good.
Cool.
I was actually quite worried about that. Okay, good.
We can see.
It says we don't have vision like around ourselves, and we don't have a vision radius anymore, so that shouldn't be a problem. Like even if I could drag myself over there, it'd be like, okay, well, I'm in the middle of black.
Yeah. Like exactly. I put you in there, but until you manually move the fog of war, doesn't make a difference.
You have total control now.
Okay, good. So I will show you what you see in there. You're not actually going to see the entirety of it yet. I need to do that. I need to do
This is
that.
like a table, an altar, a statue.
Right, 'cause we're gonna get to that soon.
Okay, so right. And what I also have to do this. I have to select. It's like a bit more micromanagey, but I can do this. And we're gonna bring these to bear. There. Okay. You also see, looking in through the window there. Actually, in fact, you wouldn't have noticed that one, but whatever. They're moving around quite well. There are these. Actually, go here. There's these individuals with these stone masks. They're ornately carved. In fact, if you remember, there was this sort of thing back in Belliard. Some people have noticed that there were these people walking around with these masks in Belliard. And there was one that stood out to one individual that you talked to at the tavern that said that, you know, it was at the tavern, at the Haunted Helm, I think is what the tavern was called, or something of that nature. And it left the same day that the delegation left.
A group of people with stone masks who are possibly with the person with the golden mask.
Well, no, they only ever saw the one golden mask.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they only saw one golden mask, but they were at the same time. There were a bunch of guys with stone masks in the town.
No, just the one.
No,
just the one stone mask guy.
One stone mask and one gold mask. Okay, weird. All right, so they're moving around and just doing menial, like moving supplies around,
no,
or
this,
anything.
This seems
weird?
to be like a kitchen. So there's a bit of a smoldering flame
okay.
happening.
I can see
sorry,
that.
I didn't bring up that.
That's an oven in the center, then,
Yeah,
not a
yeah,
table
basically.
or an altar or
So they're not
statue.
doing alchemy or anything. They're cooking.
Yeah, basically. That's what you can tell. It
Cooking
looks like
sticks.
the efforts are about making food.
Okay.
Interesting.
In fact, let's say, is this it? No, this is a different one.
Well, yeah, because initially I thought, oh, we'll sneak in the back door. It's going to be great, a little bit more stealthy. But here, there's enough of them that I don't think we could take them down before there would be noise.
Quietly,
and a ruckus.
yeah.
So
I'm sure there'd be noise.
I guess we're going to continue our...
Yeah, I was going to
Well,
mention what you can see from this, because it says I have an actual
Yeah.
description I can read. This one has a description. Hot
Woohoo.
coals smolder in two big brick hearths in the middle of this room, and the smell of baking bread fills the air. Sacks of flour, casks of salted fish, crates of
Now I'm
dried
hungry.
vegetables, and wheels of cheese clutter the walls,
miss
along
my
with
bakery.
well-worn work tables and a collection of mismatched cutlery. A doorway to the west leads to a washroom, I can tell you that because you've seen it, where
Yeah.
3 large wooden tubs stand.
Okay.
And there's a door to the north that you can see as well.
Well, that's the door that leads out, and then is there a door to the south? Or is the orientation of the map not what we expect?
And another door
There
leads
was-
south. It does say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know, we could take out the infrastructure of this place. We just take out the kitchen and the washroom, and then we wait, like a siege.
Yeah. That's actually very smart. Well, people get
You guys are
hungry,
screwed
right?
now.
People got to eat.
Ah.
Right, so
When they
Okay.
can't go to the bathroom, then they'll come.
They'll come to us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's finish scouting out the building
Yeah,
We'll move to
there are
the
more
next,
windows.
windows here.
Yeah.
before quietly. We're obviously being
Stand on
quiet.
Eric.
all right.
Yeah.
Keep our orky guy with us. I can't move him.
I have to remember that I have to reveal areas.
Gotta play our Scooby Doo music. Do.
So
Play
it's
the
like
accordion,
this.
guys.
Boop, like that.
Do.
Can you see that?
Oh, these,
Oh, these are deep windows.
Yeah. And it's
Now we're
like-
standing below the jacks.
And
Yeah.
we're gonna go like I think like this, because it's
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
won't see much after that.
This
Yeah,
looks like a rough cut stone something.
Hmm.
We need a
Are we looking like down into like a low area, or
is it level? Or
right? No, you can barely see the floor as it extends towards this big stone pillar, if you will.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
But it's
basically
like
all you see.
is it the same level as the kitchen or lower? That's what.
Same level. Yeah, sort of the same level as you can tell. Yeah.
Why
I wonder
is
why they have
the wall so thick here?
That's what I was gonna say. It's like random.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. It's possible. I don't know if this is something that we can really tell. We need a dwarf here. But the stone that the wall is made up here, is it the same sort of construction as this? Because it might be more like there was a central tower.
That's what I'm thinking. Where we have a keep that's had additions on.
Yeah. No, and that's just it too. Like the stonework is different. In fact, what you can tell is
I mean, it looks different
Does
here,
anybody
right?
have stoneworking or not? Like, I mean, like, nobody has any.
Those aren't really things normally, and like it's a dwarven racial ability, but it's not.
Okay.
They don't really have
I don't think anyone
quite
has
that kind of breakdown of skills.
That would make sense.
Not me anyway.
Really.
Okay.
Not really.
Then
You know what,
then
Tao's
no,
previous
you don't really
career-
notice. I mean, you notice that one is thicker than the other, but you don't know. You don't have any idea why or.
Well, I mean,
what's about
they look different, and I mean, obviously the windows are a lot deeper, and that's the sense you get that you had sort of a central keep at one point. We've had rooms built on
that's fair.
on the outside.
It looks like these are big giant stones from what we can see on this map, and these might be like smaller stones or bricks. It might give us a sense that, all right.
Well, that does look like great big, and that the other
I
just
guess
looks like a.
We'll keep scouting around the outside.
Okay.
And trying to be quiet.
Right. So nothing has happened so far. You guys can continue to look around. I'm going to go ahead and drag this so you can see this opening to there.
Oh, no windows here.
No windows.
Or statues.
Yeah.
And we're back to the other kind of wall.
The interesting thing about this, because it is taller,
joint
but
here.
If you trying to think in terms of what you would see, you kind of get the sense, just because sometimes you can feel this sort of thing. It's not something that you have to see to sort of feel that this particular area is sort of open at the top.
What, like right here?
Okay, there's like a courtyard in there.
So we're
not seeing like the roof extend past.
Yeah, exactly. There's no roof that you can tell, or no semblance
a wall.
of a roof. Yeah.
Okay.
So how high is the wall?
The wall is probably at this particular point, because you're also going downhill a bit. Is probably going to be around 20 feet to the top.
You said we could scale it. Okay.
In the front, you could, yes.
Big.
In the front,
Okay.
it's lower at the back. But if I give
Okay.
Tao a boost, I'm sure she can like get her hands on the top and sort of peek over.
Yeah.
Like
First,
scramble
let's
and
peek around
jump
the corner
up
here
to
so
the
we get
top.
The fog of war
Yeah, okay.
on the edge.
Yeah.
But then
See what's around the corner before we do anything dumb.
Okay. So as you come around this corner here, there's indeed you need to go here. There's this one. Okay, you do see another statue.
We don't see anything because the fog of war.
We're not seeing anything.
All right, because I have to remember
It just
that's
ends
the
at
thing.
that wall.
That's the thing, because again, that does more macromancy
That's okay.
for me. I have to remember to do that.
I don't remember. Does it not keep like an overlay? Does it not like tint things red or something where the fog of war is? I'm pretty sure I've run this before like that.
I'm not sure, but I'm not getting anything like that. At least I don't even see what I've revealed. I have to remember.
Oh. Yeah, okay. We'll have to figure that out for next time. But yeah, there is normally an overlay where the areas of fog are like just tinted red or something like that, and the clear ones are not.
Okay.
So you can see what we've revealed.
Okay. So you should be able to see the statue now, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
These are all just humans, right? The statues?
They were gargoyles. They have wings.
Like this guy?
Yeah, you have a gargoyle.
I think that's a door.
Okay.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, I thought they were like Medusa humans or something. But okay.
So is this a door, or this is a door, right? Or is it
yes,
a window?
right to the west of you there, directly to the
A
west
door.
of you is indeed
No
a door.
stairs here, just a door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it have a handle on the outside or anything, or
Where's
or is
the
it
door?
like you're standing on it?
I thought it was a window. Okay, this is the door?
No,
Yeah.
right here. I don't know what you guys are saying. I'm not seeing. I can't tell if there's a wall there. It
Yeah,
looks like an open gap to
I,
me.
I think we can assume it's a wall when it's between two walls and he hasn't like uncovered it, because it's a pain for him to go quite that level of precision.
Okay. That's all right. Just checking.
Yep.
I'll go back. I'm gonna see what you see. Well, I can't actually see what you see. That's the other thing too. I took off the. I can't see what you see. So if normally I can click on you and I can be like, oh, what do they see? But I can't see that either.
Yeah, there's other ways to use the tools. We'll figure them out for next time.
Okay, yeah.
That's
I just gotta learn is all.
But yeah, whatever is here, this wall presumably just is covered in black, so we can't quite see.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah, it's just.
So just continue
It's
around the
off-edge.
building. We can come back and peek over after we
Yeah,
have
maybe.
a better
Doesn't seem to be
idea.
any problem with that. No.
And we're not finding any sort of track. No human, animal, bears, or orcs. Nothing has come. There's nothing around any of these doors.
No, in fact, it's kind of interesting. Because around those doors, you would think if anybody uses those doors at all,
yes,
right?
something, yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, the only tracks that did indeed happen were the ones that you found closer to the two front doors at the very beginning. There was some footprints in and around there, but that's it. And it didn't even extend past too far. That you could tell.
All right, I'll keep dancing us around the building and let's get this done.
All right, so we're going to open up some more map here. Go like that.
Yeah, and we got no windows there, so we just keep going.
Some damage to the building here, but
yeah.
Is this little doodobby just a graphic thing or a door? I can't tell. There?
Yeah. That is like damage to the wall, but you technically wouldn't see that unless you were inside.
Okay.
So suspend disbelief. I'm gonna go like this, I guess. Boop. Try to get this.
So we'll have to figure out if we're bringing the half ogre in with us or not. We could just use the half ogre to boost us over that wall. Although there's a door there, so I guess we don't really need a boost to another door.
Yeah.
This place is lousy with them.
Lots of doors, not much in the way of windows or light or people who ever come out.
Briarstone, apparently there's like an opacity setting that you can set for your fog of war, which will make it visible to varying degrees.
Okay.
GM opacity.
Oh, GM opacity? Oh. Oh my god! That is so amazing! Alright, now I can see what the hell I've been doing.
And by amazing, you mean bare minimum of functionality.
Oh. I feel so much better now. Awesome.
Yeah.
Right. That feels so much better. Okay, thank you guys. Also,
excellent.
From here,
oh, there's another window.
Yeah.
Also,
that's
this. Like this.
Yeah.
Also,
have a looky.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was getting to that. Yeah, there's a statue there.
But where? Oh,
right there.
Right over the top of you. At that point. Or you climbed on top of it.
I step on the statue because I'm sure these are totally just normal statues. It's
sure,
fine,
they're just gargoyles.
It's fine.
And look through the window.
Only for show.
Like break off a horn.
Right. Okay. So you look through that window there. Okay. Very good. That's fine. I can do that. Inside of here. Get this proper. You see. Let me just open it up like this, I guess. Like so. A bit of a dojo sort of type area.
Dojo.
And
like a lowered spot in the middle?
There happens to be somebody right now. There's somebody, a female, sitting down, and there's 4 other of those monks, I guess, the masks. Go back over here.
Oh, we're about to see some badassery.
Standing around. Actually, yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to copy. Right, and then paste. Yes, there we go. And they're standing around over here.
So what are you seeing? Like 3 tables along the wall, and this is a lowered spot in the middle?
Yes, there's 3 tables against the wall. In fact, what I can do is I can read this to you as well.
Yeah, I bet they have like weapons and stuff on them.
This is going to be interesting. Right. Straw mats cover the floor of this large exercise room, and wooden racks along the walls hold quarterstaves, polearms, and various weapons commonly associated with martial arts. Doors exit to the north and the east. A triangular symbol is carved into the center of the room's western wall. Now, inside of here, besides the physical sort of stationary things, there happens to be, as I mentioned, this female monk sitting down, sort of cross-legged, if you will, in the middle of the room, surrounded by these 4 other monks, and they're all just sort of like breathing. That's it.
They're meditating.
They all have stone masks, or all but the female?
All but
or
the female
what?
in the middle.
Okay.
The female in the middle does not have anything on, but her eyes are indeed closed. And by anything on, I mean she has clothes on, but she doesn't have any mask on. She has robes.
I think. I mean, we could storm this place. I mean, first of all, do we feel these people are bad and evil and things like
we don't know? We could knock on the door, say hi. What are you doing?
We could storm the place aggressively, or we could sneak around and see what kind of information we could get.
Yeah,
well, that
so
other
far
side
you guys
had
Some
no...
of us are stealthy, like Eric. Eric's pretty stealthy. He can go and take care of that.
Was it,
Yeah,
you
we
guys
know I'm
feel
not.
very much like what do you call them? Like repo men, you know? You guys just walk up instead of like knocking on the front door. You're gonna go walking around and seeing what you can collect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are we going to take a break today? Because this is the time for it.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
perfect time,
it is
right.
halftime.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so good. We are going to take a break, and these guys are going to decide what they're going to be doing next. I'm so glad that I figured out this fog of war thing. Thank you very much
it's
for helping me
Good.
along.
Yeah, I like this. I like this
And
better.
yeah, if this feels better than to you guys, then that is indeed what I'll use from here on out. Because I get it. It does feel it's very black too. It does feel very claustrophobic, especially in this map because this map
just a lot of little things. Like as soon as we move out of range, we can't see each other
Yeah,
anymore.
if you're looking over
and
at
it's like,
chat and you guys move,
one person's talking about
don't
what
even
they
know where
see,
you're at.
and nobody knows anything.
Yeah.
Right, I understand that.
So,
Well, very good.
Yeah.
Then
This is good.
yeah. So we're gonna have this.
Earlier, people have the memory of a goldfish, so as soon as we leave an area, we forget what it looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can't stand unless, of course, you have an intelligence of 4. Anyway, be right
we'll be
back,
back in
everybody.
just a
We're gonna
minute.
grab some beverage. Maybe you should too. Moment.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.